Hello there, Kasama Lee here. Are we in a bubble that's about to burst in real estate? If that's your question, you'll want to watch this video. I know that if you know anyone in real estate, who's a real estate agent, who's an economist, this has been the burning question. Are we in a bubble and it's about to burst? Do you remember the 2005, 2006 height of the market where the prices were just outrageous, right? And the consequence of all of that in 2010, 2011, properties went into foreclosure, lots of them. And people ended up losing their homes, and people who were in a position to be able to buy at that time made out so good, so good. I served some of those clients. I mean, it's still mind-blowing to me to be looking at the homes that they bought in the $400,000 that are now worth, check this out, $800,000 to $900,000. They bought in 2010, 2011, right? And it was at the lowest time where banks were just, unloading properties that they had to take back because people were losing their homes. Some of my clients, some of my friends were able to buy at that time a larger home, and those larger homes now that I'm selling are now on the market in the $800,000. That's like double their investment in 10 years. That's kind of crazy. That's like $400,000 gain. So just as a disclaimer and to make sure that we're clear, I am in the Northern California market, in the Napa County area, some Solano County area as well. So the cities that I serve are American Canyon, Napa, Fairfield, Vallejo, Vacaville, Suisun, and Benicia. So that's the market I am referring to. Back to the original question. We have seen the market rising, right, in the real estate market in terms of prices. And it feels kind of vaguely familiar for some of us who rode through that 2005, 2006 market before, and the bubble was getting bigger and bigger and it bursted. And that's how we ended up with all those foreclosures, right? In 2010, 2011. It kind of feels that way, but it's not the same. And I've shared this with many of my sphere, people that have asked, my clients, and so on and so forth. And here are 4 reasons. This is not just Kasama's mood of the day kind of answer, okay? I'm in the industry and I listen to a lot of what's happening, economists, experts, and so on and so forth. And I'm in it, with my sleeves. Well, there are no sleeves right now, but my sleeves are rolled up. And I'm in the trenches on a daily basis, looking at what's happening with the rates, the kind of loans my clients are getting. If I represent the buyers, when I represent the sellers, I get to see what kind of offers and the strength of the offers and the type of buyers and their financial profiles that come in. So I can tell you right now, we're not in the same market that we were with that unstructured. There's no framework to support it. I guess that's the best way of describing it in 2005, 2006. People were over leveraging to get their financing, and they were getting loans that don't even exist anymore, which is the 100% loan, right? We don't even have those loans anymore. There are down payments that are required now to get the loan. So let me just quickly go through 4 expert reasons why we are not in the same market as when the bubble bursted in the 2000 years. That's not the market that we're in. Reason number 1, I have said this time and time again, because interest rates are at an all-time low, that has really helped open doors for buyers who may not have the same purchasing power if the interest rate was at 5% or 6%. And that wasn't too long ago that we were at 5%. I still remember this vividly, okay? But right now, rates are sitting at around 3%. So that opens up a huge opportunity for the buyer to be able to get into the home buying field. So because of the low interest rate, the demand is through the roof. busting through the roof, right? Yet we have such a low supply. There's not a whole lot of homes that are on the market anywhere in the United States right now. So when you're talking about supply being low and demand being high, guess what happens? There's a whole lot of frenzy of people are looking to buy. But that doesn't mean that the prices are inflated. It's the demand that is driving the price to go up through the multiple offers. Reason number 2, the income is actually high. I know that there are unemployments and all of those things that many people are experiencing because of the pandemic. But those who have been employed, actually, due to the fiscal stimulus, income has been going up. Income has been going up. As a result of that, debt servicing, which is in the loan world, now I'm not a mortgage person, I'm a real estate agent, okay? So disclaimer right there. So the debt servicing, which is how the lender pre-qualifies and pre-approves a potential buyer based on what they make versus what they owe, is actually really strong right now because income, as I mentioned just a minute ago, has been high. Actually, the underwriting in terms of loan underwriting standards, all of those things are not loose. They're actually solid, and they're able to support the income that people are bringing in to qualify for the loan to make the purchase. Reason number 3, it does not look like things are slowing down anytime soon. I have mentioned this to those who are thinking about selling this year. I don't foresee the slowdown. I was actually just talking to a client who is looking to sell maybe in the 3rd or 4th quarter of this year, and their concern is, are we still going to get this bananas market, effect with a lot of buyers coming through and all of that stuff, or are we missing out by waiting? And what I advise my client is, I don't foresee this slowing down because guess what? There's still a whole lot of buyers that had missed out, right? Because when you have multiple offers, only one buyer gets the house. So guess what? There are all these other buyers that did not get selected that are still waiting for the next property to come on the market in their price range. So with that, the demand has not gone away. And the millennials, bless their hearts, the millennials are making really great income in the Silicon Valley, in the tech industry, everywhere, right? So they're making great income and they want to buy now because guess what? Interest rate is low, as I mentioned earlier. So there's still a whole lot of demand of buyers, especially the surge of the millennials having the income bringing in to be able to buy. So the market is not slowing down. Point number 4, back in 2006, the bubble years, we'll just refer to it as the bubble years, the actual purchasing power could not keep up with the prices. People were over leveraged with what they could actually borrow, and they shouldn't have been borrowing the kind of loan programs that were available back then, like I said, are no longer available. They don't allow people to over leverage like they did. Well, what's happening right now though, studies have shown that people are actually not over leveraging. The price, the increase in home prices are not exceeding the purchasing power. In other words, people are actually able to, with justification, afford making these purchases again. Why? Interest rate is really low. So we're not in the same scenario of people not having the purchasing power and actually the prices like this, right? Back in 2005, 2006. Actually, the increase of the price right now is still below a lot of people's purchasing power. And studies have shown that. If you're curious about the statistics of the market that I'm serving as of June 2021, you'll want to watch this video for more details. Thanks for watching.